It's selections from college basketball in the NBA and NHL from America's leading sports handicapper. Join us now for free winners. It's Bettor Center Live.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Louis Diamond live in our Las Vegas handicapping studios. Getting the camera ready. You're watching Bettor Center Live. We got a full house of handicappers here for you today, and hopefully a lot of winners. So welcome back. And viewers, let's welcome back our guests. We got a couple new faces in the house. We're going to have more faces in the house, but we got, the red rifle is ready to, or the red rocket is ready to explode on the scene once again. How you doing today, Tony?
Doing pretty good, Lou. Looking forward to a big day. Did pretty good yesterday. See if we can repeat that today.
All right, Pete Hesse back with us. Pete, how you doing today, Pete?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
I'm doing good. So, how'd you do yesterday?
Yesterday we were 2-0 on the show. We accidentally gave out a play that's for today. That's Bovada screwed me up with the numbers. So, and then we gave out a Florida and hockey, but the game had already started, so that doesn't count. So 2-0. But if it hadn't started, I would have lost on Florida. Dallas showed me.
All right, we got back John Hahn. He's been with us a couple times. How you doing today, John Hahn? Welcome back.
Good, Lou. How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Got some plays ready for us today?
Absolutely.
All right. And the infamous Eddie J. What do we got going today, buddy? What kind of conspiracy we spinning out there today in the NBA? Eddie J. How you doing, buddy?
What up, Lou? Yeah, man. Nice card tonight. Hopefully it all plays out like we're visioning, but it's a pretty solid card.
All right. So, yes, we got a lot of talking heads in here, and we'll try to get out as much as I can, as much as we can. So while that's happening, let's hit it right into the NBA tonight. I had a tough time really finding a lot of stuff in a fairly decent schedule here today, but there's no doubt that New Orleans, Milwaukee to the over seems to be the cream of the crop in the NBA for me tonight. Anybody feeling that tonight?
Yeah, I'm on that. It's one of my picks.
I'm on an over in a game.
No, but I'm specifically that game. Anybody else on
which
that
game?
One? Just me and Eddie.
Which game is it?
Milwaukee and New Orleans over 242.5.
Yep, I got 240. Yep, I'm on that.
The Bucks been putting up about $1.25 the last few at home. The Pelicans are on a tremendous over streak, 23-8 of the season, but I believe are like something like
most of it's at home, but still now you're going against an over team at home. I think it matches up just right for us here tonight. Yeah. So that's kind of my little one NBA shining star. Red Rocket, fire away. What do you got in the NBA?
NBA last night lost the best bet play with the Pacers, but the play we did give out on the show, the Miami Heat, was a solid winner. Best bet play up at the site. Going to give out for the show, I'm giving out the New York Knicks. Various lines. It floated up. I had it at -1.5 is actually what I bet it at. I saw it go back down to a pick. I've seen it at -1 here lately. But looking for a bounce back from the Knicks. That's what I got tonight, Lou, in NBA. New York Knicks.
All righty, Red Rifle. Short little schedule in the NBA tonight. Pete, what are you feeling in the NBA tonight? Fire away.
Yeah, we're coming off a lucky best bet winner yesterday on the Bulls. The game went into overtime. And tonight I'm on the same thing as you. I have the over 240 in the Pelicans and the Bucks game on the over.
240. Did you buy the points again there, Pete?
Yep. Well, the thing too, Louis, is sometimes early in the mornings, if I think it's gonna rise and go up, I buy it early. So I got it at 240.
So Yeah, no, I understand buying it early, but
So now it's
we're-
probably at 242. But if you can only get it at that, I still like it.
right. But my question is, did you lay the juice? Did you lay juice on there? Or did you get the 240?
Yeah, it's minus 145.
Minus 145.
So
Yep.
do I give him the speech now, or do we wait
Don't
for
do
it
it.
later?
You
No,
can do it
you're
after
not
the
going to
show.
give him the speech because eventually the Ox is going to have the documentation for everybody, and everything will unfold in its own way. So I do not, like I said, gambling doesn't come with directions.
Sure don't.
And at the end of the day, Pete's put out some winners. He's laid some juice though on them losers. So
Seven and 8 on the Bettor Center so far. And past 3 days, I've best bet winners. Tonight, I'm not giving my best bet. If you want that, you can message me directly.
all right. So, I think there's been some question. The juice has been a questionable thing, and eventually, but you were on Better Center a couple of years ago, were you not, Pete? Putting your picks in there.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
on there for years, man. And
Yeah.
if you guys see, I do give out plus value plays as well. I don't
Well,
always,
dogs, I can see the dogs. So,
but anything I do, I try to keep it always minus 150 or below. Most of my plays are like minus 120, minus 125, minus 130. I try to keep it, I don't like being a chalk eater. So.
all right, John Hahn, NBA tonight. What do you got?
Yeah. I got a parlay. It's a money line parlay, little two-teamer. I took the Sixers for the game. It was minus 190, and I parlayed it along with the Nets in the first half, minus 190. So it pays plus 110. The Nets start out strong. The Sixers, they'll probably cover, but a little insurance. I know they win the game, and they may cover the 5. It's bounced around from 4.5 to 5.5. So I just took them on the money line with the Nets in the first half. I also like the Clippers minus 7.5. They're 10-3 on the road this year against the spread, playing a Memphis team that's just been plagued by injuries. I like this play a lot as well. And then one last play I have is the total on the Wizards game. I have just the Wizards themselves to score 115. I like that play. The Wizards have been scoring 120 plus every game, so I don't think 115 will be a problem tonight. Both teams really kind of push the pace, and the defense, it's hit or miss up there in Denver. So I'm going to play Washington plus 115. So that's my NBA.
All right, so you got a little $1.92 team favorite, paying about even money on that one.
Plus
And
110. It's 270 and a 190. So yeah, it comes out to plus 110. But I love it. It's. I wouldn't be afraid to put Brooklyn minus 4 in the first half either. Brooklyn just comes out strong. This is the first night they're going to have fans there in Brooklyn, so I could see them coming out real strong. In Orlando, they don't have the guards to match up with the Magic. I think Irving and Harding just have a day today.
all right. So now, maybe Tony, you've probably seen this. Chumley's not here today. He'll be back here tomorrow. He had a long day today. So, but you may remember this, Tony. Seen it on Facebook somewhere about if you bet against Boston, and I think it was Milwaukee in the first quarter, you're 21-2.
Somebody, I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I do recall seeing it. Is that one of Alan's posts?
I don't know if it was Alan that posted it or not.
It was Allen's.
Yeah, I think I saw
It
it
was
too.
21-2.
I don't bet those kind of bets, so it's hard. It
was
don't
close
really.
to that.
It
I
don't
saw
blow
I hit
up my
that last
skirt.
night.
Yeah.
I went with that. That's just
Did it win?
stuff. And now tonight, the play would be New Orleans. I think it was Milwaukee was the other team, was it not?
Yeah, I do believe it was
Started
something
out
about
very
Milwaukee.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now tonight the play would be New Orleans first quarter. It hit last night with the Hawks first quarter against the Celtics, and they crushed them. So all right. So Daniel, give a nice thumbs up and props to Pete. So Daniel's been following Pete for a while. So he's, true stories. Daniel's backing Pete. So give him a little chance. Give him his room. Give him his space. So at the end of the day, we got the Ox working on the program where everybody's going to be documented, and the cream will always rise to the top, guys. So, but either way, it's nice to hear everybody's opinions on the games, because if you notice, when we line up, we cash tickets, guys. We've cashed tickets when we line up on something. All right, Eddie, hey, share us your NBA love tonight, brother.
Well, that was a good segue because I line up with most of what you guys were talking about. The first one is the Pelicans over, like we were talking about, Lou. Another play I gave out was the Wizards and the Nuggets over, like John was referencing, the 237.5. Wizards play Ole defense, and they've been scoring pretty good. They should be competitive in that game. So going over both of those two, I agree with the Nets money line. I think it's a good spot to parlay them with the Clippers on the money line. Grizzlies have been really struggling of late. Clippers have hit their stride a little bit. Guys are healthy, so Clippers and Nets should both win the night. And then another total I'm going to go with is the Mavericks in Philadelphia over 229. Mavericks been scoring a lot. They've been playing a lot of tight games, and Philly does pretty well at home. So go with those three totals. Dallas over to 229, Wizards over 237.5, and New Orleans over 243. And then you can parlay the Nets and the Clippers on the money lines for NBA.
All right, Eddie J, thank you very much. There we go. And now we have a special guest live from Houston, Texas. On the street, Mr. Tony Cusimano. What do you got, Cus? You there?
Well, I'm right here. If you can see me, did I lose it? I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me come back. Hold on. Let me come back on.
I think he's breaking up a little bit.
Come back
90 degrees, man.
No shit.
You said it's 90 degrees out there?
All right, so
turn the camera 90 degrees.
No, 90 degrees camera. Yeah.
Like what?
All right, so Tony is out there. He did some extra work that Rocket game tonight. So look what he's got to say when he pops back in here, Mr. on the street, Tony Cusimano. All right, college basketball. Until then, welcome back to the NBA, and let's get college basketball here tonight. And that's where I take a break and I listen to what you guys have to offer. So let's get back to the Red Rifle in college basketball tonight. What are we looking at?
Yeah, college basketball, really good night last night. Cashed the best bet play on Arkansas. Pretty solid winner. Most of the second half, they just beat Alabama. In any attempt to come back, they just stiff-armed them all the way to the finish line. Clean winner for Arkansas. That puts the best bet plays at 52 wins, 38 losses, and one push, 57.8%. We got the best bet play up for tonight at bettorcenter.com site for the show. Gave out two plays yesterday. I had to type them in as my mic was muted at the time, but they were both winners on Marquette and NC State, and they both won straight up. So it was a good pair of college plays. I'm going to give you three tonight in college basketball. They're the action plays. So you got a little 3-pack of action plays for me for the show. First one, we're going to go with Jacksonville State, noting they play a pretty solid game at home, and this is not the Murray State Racers. I'm surprised they still get the respect on the line. I think a few times this year they've been favored on the road in spots where they probably should not have been favored. I like Jacksonville State as a home underdog tonight. Also going to back Iowa. As you guys know, mentioned it several times, after January 1st in the college basketball season, any matchup between two ranked teams, you take the lower ranked team. That's what you get here tonight with Iowa as they are playing Michigan. I got it at 4.5. I've seen it as much as 5. Iowa's the action play there. And one final play for me for the show. I'm going to back a BYU, the Cougars, as they host San Francisco. Again, I like this spot. San Francisco, a couple years ago, I was betting on this team. The Dons were coming through A couple times this year, though, this team has just collapsed in the last few minutes. When it gets to the moment of truth, they really don't have anything. BYU, potent offensively. I think they'll be far more than San Francisco can keep up with. Expect something in the range of 82-65 BYU. Going to give you a score on that one, Lou. 82-65 BYU over San Francisco.
All right. Red Rifle coming at us with his first basketball score. He's hit his first appearance on Bettor Center way back when. Nailed the score in college football. Nailed a couple scores pretty damn close this football season. So now he gives you one in college basketball today. So let's see what happens. All right. All right, Pete. Whoa. There he is, the man on the street.
Let him go.
Cusimano. How you doing, Cusimano? What's happening, brother?
All right. Can you guys hear me here? I'm in Houston, Texas. It's a bit of a gloomy day, but we got 71-degree weather. It's better than what it was the last, say, 10 days or so. But I am at the, as you can see behind me here, I'm at the Fertitta Center. The Fertitta Center here. Fertitta Center in Houston, Texas. The Houston Cougars, depending on what poll you look at, number 10 in the nation or number 12 in the nation. They're minus 11.5 tonight. In fact, the game tips off in less than an hour. They play the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. I'm not real crazy about the game. These two teams have not met each other since 2010. I'll tell you what, though, Houston is just a force to be reckoned with. They're 12-0 at home. It's just a lot of chalk away. I mean, the Hilltoppers are a competitive team. That's one I'm going to stay away from. I'm going to throw it back to the studio to Louis Bag of Diamonds. But, I'll let you guys go over your college. I do have some a couple of plays in the NCAA tonight. Now, I couldn't get on the show yesterday due to just, I guess issues traveling on the road here and there. But I had a hell of a night last night in the NBA, 4-1, and I was 2-1 in the NHL. So anyway, with that, I'll throw it back to the studio when you guys are ready for my college picks. I'm going to stay away from this one. Maybe you guys might have some action on this. I would lean Houston. I mean, they are dominant. I mean, now remember, last week this whole state was shut down with the cold weather, so Houston came out flat on the road at Wichita State and lost. But otherwise, I mean, they've really been a covering machine, and they are at home. I would probably buy the hook here and buy it down to 11 and then take the Cougars if I had to tonight. I don't know what you guys think, Eddie J, Louis Bag of Diamonds, Tony. You might have some thoughts on this. Just so everyone knows, Chumley told me to fill in for him. He's the eye candy of the show. I know he can't make it today, so I'm filling in for Chumley today.
I like that.
Throw it back to the eye candy. I'm going to throw it back to the eye candy of Eddie J. Eddie J, what do you think about Houston and Western Kentucky Hilltoppers here?
Yeah, bud. I mean, you've been totally right. Houston dominant against the spread, and they beat teams down bad most of the year. I agree. Western Kentucky, they're pretty competitive, and if you look at the schedule, they've dominated their conference. So, these teams not familiar with each other. Western Kentucky might give them a game, towards the end. Will Houston get enough to get over the spread? That's the question, but maybe taking the points might be okay in this situation. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got anything on that one? No. All right. You know what?
I got one. How about if I could butt heads with the great white capper here? One of my 5-star plays tonight is the San Francisco Dons take the 10 points at BYU. So I think they get on Route 80, which they did. They're already in that BYU. I think the Dons are 4-4 on the road. Remember, guys, in college, a 500 team on the road is a tough team. And one thing you'll notice if you look at their last 4 or 5 games, they've only covered once on the road. So they're due for a road cover, and the old saying, and everyone knows this, you guys all know this, when in sports, take the points when you're getting double digits, Tony G. I don't know, we're butting heads here. I'm going to take the San Francisco Dons tonight and take the 10. He says 82-65. I'm going to say maybe a 74-69, a closer, tighter game here. So it's a conference game too as well, so all right.
All right, everybody's shooting for the Red Rocket.
Everybody else? What about Eddie J? What's he got on the San Francisco Dons?
Hey, I got this.
They
all right,
played
Pete, it's your turn. Go ahead. College baskets. Fire away.
All right. Last night, we gave out a winner in college basketball. We had the over in the Xavier Providence game. I also parlayed that with the Bulls and the Jazz and hit a 3-team parlay. Tonight, we got Green Bay. They faced this IPFW team twice. They covered 15 and 18. Lay the 5. Green Bay wins at home.
All right, Green
All I
Bay is
got.
Pete's play of the day. All right, college baskets. There we go. John Hahn, give me your college basketball. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some Big Ten plays. We'll start out with Ohio State -3.5. Ohio State's 7-3 on the road, 6-3-1 against the spread on the road. Coming off that loss against Michigan, I really like Ohio State in this spot. Michigan State's won 2 conference games. They haven't done very good in the conference this year, so I'll lay the 3.5 and take the Buckeyes. And the other play, it's not a huge play, it's like a 4-star out of 5. I'm going to take the Michigan Iowa under 155.5. I feel this game's just going to be a close game. Even like Tony said, taking the 5 is probably a good option. It may come down to the last possession, but I think 155.5 tonight is going to be a little steep. So I put a little bit on that. So I really like the Buckeyes in 3.5 tonight. That's what I got.
All right. The Buckeyes plus a 3.5 tonight.
You got it.
All right, Eddie J, your turn, buddy. Fire away, college basketball.
Yeah, John, I agree. I think that's going to be a little bit of a slugfest on that Iowa-Michigan game. They both can score, but I think this type of game is
Absolutely.
going to be, a little bit of a slugfest. And just to be honest with you, as a fan, I mean, I don't know how I lucked out and took Michigan on Sunday, but that was a beautiful game to watch. I hope the tournament is up to par with that, because that was a hell of a game back and forth. And both of those
It was a
teams
great live bet. Yeah.
Yeah, played it on the line. I'm actually going to agree with Tony on my 5-unit play tonight and take Iowa. Plus, I got 5.5. I think I gave it out at 5, but it was at 5.5 when I placed it. But I love Michigan and stuff. It's just that Iowa, I believe, probably, if you don't count the streaks and the way they're playing right now, maybe the better team. And Michigan's at home. They only got 1 loss. Iowa's took a couple lumps. Michigan might pull it out, but I just don't see there's a way where they win by 7 to 10 points in this game. So I think it's a closer game. Comes down to the wire. I'm going to go with Iowa plus the 5.5.
I agree with you. I got Iowa plus 6, but I forgot to give it out. I got it written down, so I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and then a couple more dogs that hopefully bite tonight. Going with Boise State. It's up to 6.5. I gave it out at 6 against San Diego State. Now, San Diego State, if you look at their schedule, they've dominated the Air Forces, the Wyomings, the New Mexicos of the world, the San Jose States. But when they've played competitive opponents twice against Utah, I mean, that conference is coming down to Utah State, Colorado State, Boise State, San Diego State. Well, when San Diego State's played those characters, twice they lost to Utah State. They lost once, I know, maybe twice to Colorado State. BYU even beat them in San Diego State. So when they played tough competition, they didn't show up. I mean, they're not the same team as last year. They lost Malachi Flynn, a couple other seniors. So they're still a good team. But when it comes down to brass taxes, they haven't showed up against these quality teams. And look at Boise, on the other hand. They've swept Utah State last week. They took 1 from Colorado State. So they've showed up no matter who the play is. So San Diego State might eke 1 out, but I think I'm safe with the 6.5 there with Boise. Another dog I like is Eastern Kentucky plus 8 at home against Belmont. Now, I took Jacksonville. Good pick on that tonight, Tone. I agree with that. I took Jacksonville against Belmont last week, getting 12.5. They led most of the game. I think they lost by a few at the end.
I think we had that on our money line parlay that night. That big, yeah. They almost pulled it off, but not quite.
Last minute or two, they blew the lead. But, Belmont's got 1 loss, and that's really inflating this line. Eastern Kentucky, you look at their record, I believe they're 17-6 or 14-6, something like that. And they're averaging about 80 a game. So, I mean,
I think they're the second best team in the conference for sure, Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, if you're scoring 80 a game, it's going to be hard to cover an 8-point number on the road when the other team's projected to get 80. So I'm going to take Eastern Kentucky. So there's 3 dogs for you. Another small one, I'm not as confident in, but USC really well. It's tough to win at Colorado, but Colorado's been hit or miss. USC, if they can carry that momentum over the win over Oregon, they might take care of business there. And a total I like is Detroit and Robert Morris, 144 over. It's the beginning of the Horizon League tournament tonight. And they played twice about a week and a half ago. First one went over, second one went under by a couple points. But Detroit's, averaging 80-something a game their last 5 to 7. And this being a conference tournament, you lose, you go home. You'll probably get an extra supply of fouls at the end there. So I think we get over 144 on there. So that's my card for the college. Few dogs and that total on Robert Morris. And for your San Francisco, Tony, that first game was hard to watch. It was like Brick City for both teams, San Francisco. So, but that's a lot of points, and they played pretty competitively the first game. So I can see it going either way. At home, BYU could get hot and blow them out, but San Francisco is good enough to stay within the numbers. So I'll let you guys fight that one.
All right, Cusimano, you're out there weathering the storm over there. Oh, I got you on mute, but no,
I'll give you all I'll give you all my college real quick tonight. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for everyone. I'm going to buy the hook and take Houston at home, as we stated. They're a dominating team at home, 12-0. So I'm going to take the Cougars tonight. But I got two strong plays tonight. The first one is under. In fact, the totals, for all of you watching the board, the total just went down a hook here, from 154.5 down to 154. So under Michigan, Iowa, Michigan. We got two ranked teams, Big Ten, national television. It's going to be a tight, they're going to bring the ball up slow. Don't let the big guys bring the ball up, et cetera, et cetera. So I think we're going to see it under 154 as the total is just dropped by a half if you're watching on your screens at home there. Two other games. We did the Big Sky with with San Francisco, but I'm going to take a home team dog since we're biting with dogs tonight. I love the Sacramento State Hornets at home. They don't have to win the game. They're +7. They're playing. They are playing. I forgot who the hell they're playing. Oh, Weber State. Weber State. You say Weber, I say Weber. There's too many people. Here's a Houston fan. You went the wrong way. She went the wrong way. I got a Houston Cougars fan going to the game tonight, and she didn't want to step in front of the camera. I wanted to interview her. But anyway, so Sacramento State +7. San Francisco Dons, another Big Sky. They're Big West. That's a +10. And then I'm butting heads a little bit, obviously, with Tony G and my last college play. I'm kind of leaning San Diego State, and I'll tell you why. The line also moved from 6.5 to 6, which tells you everyone's jumping on Boise State. And if you guys remember earlier in the season here, Boise State, they didn't impress me against the Wolfpack. If you remember, they were favorites on the road, and they didn't show up in those games. So San Diego State might pull one off here, and it's only 3 baskets, 6 points. The old saying, the Louis Bag of Diamonds. In closing here, that's my last college play. But in closing, guys, the 3 greatest days of a coach's life, and we know all this, is number 1, obviously, the wedding day. The second greatest day of a coach's life was the birth of their child. God bless a happy little boy or girl. And the third greatest day of a road win. The third greatest day of a coach's life was a road win. I don't think Boise State's getting that well on the road tonight. I don't know.
Just like that. I love this control. I love it. That's great.
Did you mute him?
Oh, yeah.
He's still talking.
He's still going, huh?
He's still the pick. Got a couple battles going on. We got it all covered.
I just gave you my 4 plays.
We got him. I got him right here, bro.
Hit him.
I got.
All right.
You got muted again.
That better center won't lose them all tonight. Be a winner.
I got my notes right here.
You got your notes there? All right. Well, thank God you got your notes. Look at Gerard Johnston comes in strong. Florida Panthers under 6 tonight. Welcome, Gerard.
Gerard, you just gave my play away.
That's a good number, 6. I see 5.5.
That's what I've got that. That's why I'm under.
I got
5.5
in that game.
Sure, I think it opened at 5.
They got a really good goalkeeper tonight, making his second day debut. .915 save percentage. He stopped the last 86 of the 94 shots. It's Jake Odinger, and I believe that total stays under as well. You're going to see a low-scoring game. 2 games they played went under the total as well. I love that play. I have it written down right here.
All right. So why don't we get to the hockey here tonight and see who's got what going on? Anybody got anything?
I'll throw mine just to get the shit out of the way. I did nail the Kings the last play I gave out in NHL, like plus 170 and a 3-0 shutout. My random hockey play for tonight is going to be on the New York Islanders. Like the goalie, that's kind of what I'm picking based off is the goalie matchups and against the odds, just trying to take a good goalie at the right price. Tonight, the chip falls on the Islanders.
Islanders. I like the Islanders tonight. Hold up. No, I don't. I don't. I don't like them. I like the Bruins tonight. What am I thinking? Are you kidding me? I knew I had that game. I'm looking at it right now. So, no, I think we're going down.
All I got to look up at the board, and I can tell you who Lou likes, but I gotta pull the board up. Let's see.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to get the board up. Okay, I bet you I'm looking at what do you like? Well, tonight's not probably the best night for this, but I'm gonna say you like Calgary.
No, I'm not on them.
You don't like Calgary, all right?
He's on the Hawks plus 1.
Do you like Edmonton though? You do like Edmonton, right?
Didn't you see my plays when you don't pay attention when I send them to you? Oh, my heart's broken. No. So let me.
Well, damn, I'm
Lou
just.
loves Montreal. That's his favorite team.
My best play.
There's no 240 out there, so that normally stands out, and I can say Lou likes that one, and he'll say yes, I do, but there's not one of those out there tonight.
Well, there's 3 of them out there. I love them. 3 of them.
There's no minus 200.
25 and minus 240.
Really loud.
Blackhawks plus 1.5. You got the Jets plus 1.
Oh,
this is for you, Marcus. Nice
Okay.
3-teamer. Blackhawks plus 1.5.
You're buying the fucking goal.
Jets plus 1.5. Canucks plus 1.5. 3-teamer pays 2-1.
Do you on the baseball? Do you do like the plus 2.5s?
No, the baseball. I'll
Plus
baseball,
1.5.
mostly underdogs and mostly round
Okay.
robins, but occasionally I'll get into the money line favorites. Yes. Mostly,
Yeah, I know dudes that'll do
Well,
the
actually,
plus
totals
2.5s together, like 3 or 4 of them, and it's like minus 400, like 3, but he'll block them together. And
Listen,
Or you could take the favorite plus 1.5. Same kind of
I knew
deal.
a guy that was just
yeah, like some alternate shit where just a really safe bet.
Alternate lines, yeah.
I'm not even-
That's what you're missing, Tony. I had a
Yeah.
guy that was just so dynamite in UFC.
Right.
He just knew who the winner was going to be.
Okay.
And you were able to parlay these big favorites.
Stuff like
It
that,
was
I get it because
money,
it's
money,
one
money.
event. I get like a one event type deal. And what's even better is if you get down toward the end and you're still alive, you can hedge off the ticket and make money. I mean,
There
something
you
like
go.
that makes sense where it's like a rock concert,
Well, there you go. That's kind of what this is all about. That's what this is all about. You're in action. You're all over the place. You have in play action where you can hedge throughout the day.
But is that profitable though? That's like me playing the Keno machine at the casino. I mean, it can be fun for, but I know I'm not going to win.
Are we doing NHL still or no?
That's why hey, remember, you were on Better Center for 18 months just like Marcus. You were putting your games out there. If you want to know something, who was on top every week?
I'm assuming you
can
were.
play rigged all you want. I don't give a shit because we're building it again, and I have no problems documenting what I do. I mean, obviously, when HBO comes in my door and I let them monitor me for 5 months, I'm not afraid of what I have to offer.
There's 4 one-goal games.
And we aren't either. That's why we're here talking about this shit, guys.
Yeah, I know, right? I do like the guts of handicapping and mathematics of betting and shit. I do like talking about it because I think
get back to the hockey. The hockey's about to start.
All right, we got to get the game.
Give us your picks, Pete.
One more play.
All right, Calgary, Ottawa, under. Calgary, Ottawa, my best play today. Go ahead.
Real quick, and I'll be out years way. I got the over 5.5 in the Columbus versus the Blackhawks, and their past 3 games, they've scored a total of 27 goals. That's 9 goals they're averaging per game. Give me the over 5.5. Lay it.
All right, Pete's got the over 5.5 there. Stu is out. All right, John, you got anything in hockey tonight?
Oh yeah. And I totally get what you're saying, Lou. There was 4 games last night that ended 1-goal games. 2 of them went in overtime. Once your game's in overtime, you don't lose. So I totally get what you're doing over there. I'm going back to the well tonight. I got the Blue Jackets minus 120. Blue Jackets lost the last game. They came back to take it to overtime, then lost it in the shootout. Tonight, the Blackhawks are throwing in a backup goalie. So I kind of really like the Blue Jackets to take this game. That's my only play. I'm just going to do the minus 120 on the Blue Jackets for the game.
All right. Little Blue Jackets go back in the well. I'm going back in the well. I got them Blackhawks plus the 1.5.
I knew it.
See what happens.
He likes the Blackhawks.
All right, go ahead, Eddie J. What do you got, NHL?
Yeah, I'm in the well.
7, 8, 9. What do you got?
I'm in the well too. I'm going Penguins Caps over 6.5, and we'll go over first period 1.5. They're a great over matchup, 7 straight, but the last 2 have went under. The last one was 2-2 with about 7 minutes in a second, and they just died out there. But those 2 teams are explosive. You know, I don't see 3 straight unders in that matchup, so I think we get some goals there. Then I'm going 2 overs. A stretch. It's kind of going against the grain. I'm kind of playing red when 8 straight blacks have pulled up on the roulette wheel. But I'm going over Devils and Sabres 5.5. I mean, Sabres have this relentlessly went under. I think at some point, you know, they get over 5.5, and I think tonight's a good spot for that. And the other one, same thing with the Stars and Panthers. I know it looks great as an under, and you know, I just think they get some goals in that matchup. So the Caps one's the one I'm really confident in, but I see a little value in Stars and Panthers getting over after 2 or 3 straight unders in their matchups, and then the Devils and Sabres getting over 5.5. If you look at these, you know, hockey's really my specialty, but this month it really just killed me. You know, 17 straight days of majority of unders, and there's been some bad days, 9-1, 6-0, and that's another bet I'll give you in a second. But you know, what's really killing the hockey is these 3-4 straight matchups. There's no energy,
breaking up.
But if you look at you know, some of the trends, you know, when they play 4 times in a row, 3 go under, the 4th one goes over, and 3 go over, the 4th one goes under for some reason. But anyway, with all that said, 17 straight days of low scoring hockey. Go Grand Salami over tonight. Anyone got a line on that? Because I'm going to give that out. Grand Salami over the goals in hockey. They're finally going to light the fucking lamp. I'm
I think it was 55.
All right.
I'll look for you. Hold on.
Got
Let
a
me
full
find it.
buffet for you in the NHL again today. And he says,
All right.
compliment the cherry on top is the over and the Grand Salami.
Grand Salami, dude. I hear
All
you.
right. All right. What do you
I've
got over there, Koosh?
All right, man on the street NHL tonight. The NHL Islanders just went from plus 110 to 112. I got the Islanders. I love the Ottawa Senators. Calgary is on back-to-back nights. They're just not scoring. Ottawa plus 137 all the way at home. Dallas Stars bounced back right back with a win plus 119. And then I've got under now. Unusual. He had under 6. I've got under 5.5 even money on Dallas. That's what I'm going with. And over Montreal 6 goals at Winnipeg tonight. That red light will be going on. The lamp will be turning on in Winnipeg tonight. Over 6 and then Winnipeg over that one. Under 5.5 even money though. That's I don't know. Maybe it's minus 120 to the 6 for the under there on his line.
Minus 145.
Oh, minus 145. I'm going to take the 5.5 and go under even money. And again, just three dogs. The Islanders plus 112, Ottawa plus 136, Dallas plus 119. That's my NHL 5 plays tonight.
Yeah, I like them, Tone.
Good luck.
Your Grand Salami
don't
is
sound
at
too
59.5, Eddie J. Over under 59.5.
How many games we got tonight?
Give me a second, boss.
10.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1,
5,
2, 3,
6, 7,
4,
8, 9, 10. 10 games, baby.
10 games.
5.9,
And Eddie's saying
5.9
it's plus
per,
money.
dude.
Plus 115, boss.
You got to average 6 a game tonight in 10
do
games.
it.
That seems steep, dude. Ooh.
Now I'm right.
Yeah, but if you have a 65 game or something, I mean, it's going to help you out.
You're gonna see some one of them games gonna be 7-3 or 7-4. So that'll
That
help
maybe
out.
that maybe
All right,
that
let's get our
Edmonton
Grammy
Vancouver game.
going here, guys.
NBA.
Let's get our Grammy going here. We probably would have hit the big ticket last night. So we fucked up. What are you gonna do?
And
All right, so I'll start
NBA?
with college basketball.
Yeah.
We
Eastern
I got
Kentucky,
Iowa in there, obviously, right?
Iowa, Eastern Kentucky, Jacksonville State.
And I like Boise and USC, but Tony likes the opposite of Boise, so we can put that off.
No,
Eastern Kentucky, and what was the third one?
What's
all
that?
right, Jacksonville State.
Plus 145.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go for bigger underdogs.
Well, you got one, Eastern Kentucky, dude.
We got
Pair
that.
'em
I
up.
got that one. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
$3 there. Plus 180 on Iowa.
Iowa, right?
Boise's a good one.
I like
it, but
Robert Morris. Put Robert Morris on there. We were
What
talking about that game.
Western Kentucky over Houston there. Cusimano had
I don't know about it. What, to win or to cover?
To win.
To win outright.
Money line,
Oh,
underdog.
no, I don't know about West. I don't know about that. Boy, they're too
Iowa's
powerful.
plus 190.
Robert Morris. I do like the Robert Morris one.
hey,
Put that
Robert
on.
Morris lost by double digits twice to Detroit last week.
Yeah, put it on there.
where
I
are
don't
they?
like- Again,
It might be a tournament like at the bottom. It's a tournament game, right? Isn't that a tournament game?
yeah,
I'm on time.
Yeah.
What time does it start?
I agree with Jimmy.
15
man.
minutes.
Plus 425.
There you go.
Steppy
There's
Jimmy.
your bomb, Lou. There's a bomb.
Nah, Steppy Jimmy, Robert Morris going to get smacked. I agree with that.
Oh, that's my guy. He's good. What's up, Jimmy?
4 and 14.
That's what
All
I'm
right,
saying. They
so
lost by double
nothing
digits
else in
last
college baskets. Washington over Arizona State, no shot on the road.
I didn't like anything. Nothing else
All
was
right.
blowing up my skirt.
Boy,
Especially since
Boy.
last night was a big dog night. All
Yeah, I
right,
say let's
NBA,
go.
Let's go to the NBA.
Yep, I say go to
Mavericks?
NBA.
Mavericks.
NBA.
yeah, I like, someone like Sixers. But I
How
like
about the Wizards?
Wizards.
Wizards.
I would try the Wizards.
Wizards.
Really hard to
12
hit,
against the
but,
Clippers.
Denver
They were
has
12 against the Clippers. Now they're only
Memphis.
7.
I like Memphis at home with the
Memphis
upset. Plus
and
two,
the
plus
Mavericks.
270.
There's your 3, Lou.
Yeah.
There's 3.
So I
Wizards,
came in late, I guess.
Mavericks, and I agree with what he just screamed out. I
What
like
about
that
the
one too.
Pelicans?
I would try the Pelicans. You never know
Yeah,
where you're getting Milwaukee.
And there you go. Do that one.
Pelicans.
Yes.
There's 7, so let's find
That's
one
7.
in hockey. I got 3. Let's find a
So-
nice hockey dog.
I agree with Tony. Islanders.
Ottawa.
That's Islanders.
I like Ottawa.
Put the Islanders on there.
Islanders and
Oh,
Ottawa.
okay.
There's your double play right there. The
You better
NHL
take
double
one
play
off.
at home.
We don't want more than 8, do we? Take one of them.
That's all we can do is 8.
Okay, so
But we can.
Islanders, Ottawa double
plus
play.
$1.10.
So,
No,
Lou,
no.
looks like-
those are winners, though, Lou. I mean, we got the
It's not
bombs
a
cut.
winner. Boston owns their ass.
All right, we'll put it on there. Just pick one.
Tony
Boston
likes
winner.
Boston. Don't do that one. Do Ottawa.
Yeah, I like the Ottawa
No,
one.
it's still only plus $1.35. Well, you know,
But there's no big dogs tonight, Lou. The
Yeah,
biggest
yeah.
chalk's like 150.
Calgary's
then you're
not
gonna have to lay
Calgary's
a
not
puck and a
scoring.
half somewhere. Who's the puck and a half
Oh
blowout?
my God! All right, I hadn't even looked at that. Let me look.
The puck line?
Hey, while he's looking, I guess since I came in late setting up, we already did the NBA. Then I guess you guys already covered the
How about
NBA.
the
in the first-
Oilers, Lou?
The
Hey,
Oilers.
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay
Oilers.
might beat Carolina.
Tampa Bay against Carolina. I like the Tampa Bay one at home.
Yeah, they'll win by 2.
All
They
right,
should.
well,
All right, minus $1.5,
doesn't
$1.65.
something in that. Yeah, take the Tampa then. That's good.
All right.
There you go. Bang. There's your ticket. Just need to hit one or two of those big ones. If you hit
What is
Eastern
this?
Kentucky,
Is it a
the
parlay?
Wizards, we got some good ones in the NBA. I think we can hit maybe two of those, and try to get lucky on a third. You never know. The magic number's 5, and even if one's even money, it doesn't matter. It just needs to
That is
win.
some of the clownest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, nigga.
That was pretty funny. Whatever.
What'd you say?
Walking by.
Yeah, what did
The
he
guy
say?
walked up.
No,
He was on his phone. It wasn't me. Some guy walked by on his phone. He was screaming at somebody on his phone. I don't know.
Something about the
There he
most
is
whack
again.
shit he's ever seen or jinky shit.
I don't know. I'm a 5-star player of the night in the NBA. Memphis +8 at home all day, every day. Take the points. They're a good young team. Clippers. I believe they're on back-to-back. I forget.
All right.
No,
Where's
not.
our
That's
money
right.
line favorites today, guys?
Money line favorites.
Money line
The
favorites.
Nets. Everybody seems to. Nobody wanted to touch the magic on the dog.
Ohio State. How about
Well,
Hold on,
that?
in the NBA, the Nets -410.
Bucks and
Yeah,
Nets.
they're gonna be Nets.
Bucks and Nets.
I don't know about the Bucks.
Oh, Bucks are rolling tonight.
No, take the Nets.
They don't play good on the road. Bucks
I like
might beat them like they did Minnesota the other day.
Is
I like
this
the
dogs or?
I'd say
This is-
Brooklyn.
This is favorites.
Brooklyn.
I say Brooklyn's they only play in the NBA. You got plenty in college basketball here tonight.
I'd
Right?
say
76.
Ohio State. Ohio State.
Gophers.
Ohio State.
Well, I mean, you're getting good odds with the Knicks -115 at home. It's a payback. They lost at Sacramento on the 21st of January. I would have to think Knicks.
That's a trap
Knicks at
line.
home.
Kings are due for a win. They might bounce back after
Yeah, right.
10 losses.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they've lost 8 in a row. I do like the under in that one, though.
I'm due for a
And
win
listen,
too, but they come.
the Kings beat the Knicks a while back in a very low-scoring affair. It ended at 197. I actually like the under in that game. Knicks got one of the best defensive teams in the league. So
That's one of my plays.
the Kings are going to wake up one of these days. We don't know when, but they're going to wake up one of these days.
Minnesota Gophers -200.
Oh, I like the Gophers tonight. Basketball. Yup. I like
They're
Minnesota.
good at home, stuck on the road.
I like that play, Eddie J.
Who are they playing?
Northwestern.
Northwestern's been losing all year too. Go look at their
we
game
got 'em.
book.
Just better hit those white boys, man. Don't let those white boys get open.
Arizona over Washington State.
Illinois.
Illinois going to be laying. They got to be laying
They're
-1200.
guaranteed they're not losing, dude. They will not lose. I mean, if you're padding a bunch of bullshit together, just put it on there.
Yeah, but the Sumes might be out for that game, and also
yeah, they're not losing that game. I just can't imagine they're going to actually go home and lose to this. Who the hell are they playing? It's like a chump team.
They're
Nebraska.
-1100 against
They
their
just took them to
Nebraska.
overtime last week.
Yeah, I know, right?
1100 in there.
I don't know. Take it off. Don't put it on there.
It's not.
Jimmy says you like
don't put it on
Minnesota
there.
too.
I didn't
Hey,
bet
I
on
got a
that game.
lock for you. Gonzaga money line.
What's that? -3,000?
But you're not looking at Arizona.
I don't even know if it's that
Hold
good,
on,
dude.
hold on, guys.
Probably
Eddie
You
J,
got
they blew
Arizona State -475.
minus
Yeah.
7,000.
Arizona
Yeah.
State -475, and they're -9. And you have Illinois -11.
Arizona State, I don't trust at all, dude.
We already
None.
gave
I would-
Wisconsin, Green Bay, Jimmy.
they will choke a game away in a heartbeat.
Wisconsin, Green Bay, money line.
Oh God.
Seppi knows his
Illinois-
shit. Hey,
hey,
Seppi
Lou,
knows his shit, Tony.
Yeah, Green Bay. I agree with that.
That
Green
dude's
Bay.
on
Say-
All
point.
right, we'll put them in there.
Fort
Hey.
Wayne, right?
Illinois' best
IPFW.
player.
They beat him twice, Tony. 18.
Yeah,
and
that's what
15.
scares me, dude.
That's
I know
enough for me.
they beat the shit out of them too,
That's
right?
enough for me. Money line, we're talking. We're not talking spreads. We're
What
talking
else
money
to
line.
say?
The Colonels, that's digging deep. Let's see. Really? I mean, I don't know.
BYU.
At Gonzaga -3,000.
You got BYU. We could throw in there.
I mean,
That'll
I
help
like
us.
BYU, but what's the odds on
Hey, Eddie J, I'm gonna put in a 12
-500.
tonight.
I guess
Gonzaga
at that point, it's so
That'll
bad
That'll
it doesn't
increase the bet
matter.
like 2 cents.
The 76ers are 13-2 at home this season. That's the play of the day.
Yeah, and they always cover too. But
The Sixers tonight are minus 210.
yeah, I would take that.
What's that spread at?
They're good to bet on at home.
4.5, 5.
4.5, 5?
If
Yes.
you've watched the show, you've probably heard me say that about 50 times, but it's true. You bet on the Sixers at home, you fade them on the road, and then go collect your money.
I'm betting on Ben Simmons will shut down Doncic tonight. Ben Simmons plays lock up.
I wanted to take them earlier, but they didn't have the line out for me, dude. So it kind of irritates me when they do that.
We're in here, guys.
How many? What?
4.5 to 1. 3.5 to 1.
That's good. You ain't gonna get paid nothing. How many do we need to win? Like 10?
5-teamer.
Oh, okay. That's not
You
too
need the
bad.
Nets. You need Minnesota, Wisconsin, Green Bay, BYU, and the Sixers.
There you
Okay.
go.
I might have to put that shit in. Hold on.
No,
I'm just messing around.
I mean, fuck. If I did that kind of stuff, I would probably take it. Why not? You know.
Single betting today.
Did
Single
what?
betting. Parlays are louder.
That bet you're just talking, you just call it out right there. If I was standing in front of one of those push button machines like they got now, they didn't have that shit when I was coming up, dude. Now I don't even have to look at a teller now except to collect my cash and shit. And I guess I don't even have to do that. You can go up there, they got the push button things you walk up to and just put your bets in.
Oh, nice.
You're like a kiosk, a self-serve kiosk. I don't even have to look at a person if I don't want to.
Hey, Tom, you going to the game?
No,
When?
no, not the.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm not going to the. I'm actually. I'm, no, I'm
Dude, you're
going to
there.
a
You might as well
poker.
go
I'm
sell
gonna
some
go.
popcorn, man. Hey,
I'm
go
gonna go
stay.
play poker.
Hey, dude,
I'm gonna play
put on the
poker
yellow
on the card
vest.
room.
Are
Cusimano.
they letting
There you
people in,
go.
Joe?
I got it right now. Put on the yellow vest. Go across the street. Pretend like you're the parking guy and collect the money from people. And pocket that shit and head on down the street. Be like the fake parking guy. Yeah, park it right here. Right this way. Right this way. $10. $10. Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
actually headed to a local. I'm actually headed to a local poker room. They have poker card
Oh,
rooms
shit,
down
he's
here in
going-
Texas, so that's where I'll be tonight.
No.
Nice.
Playing some Omaha, Texas Hold'em mix game.
There you go.
Don't hurt him too bad, man.
Put the glasses on.
I got an extra one for you. I just put my first futures bet in of the season. Phillies to win the series, $10
Wait, what is it at? Plus what?
plus 600.
Homer.
I got
6,000.
Gonzaga in the futures to win it all. No one's beating Gonzaga. Plus 550.
That's like
Hey, bring it on.
What do you guys? Let me ask you real quick. What do you guys think on that new prop bet William Hill put out? You can have Baylor and Gonzaga, or you can have value on the field.
yeah, the field's where the money's at probably, but what is it? Even money basically, minus 110.
Fields
Yeah.
125 minus.
Fields, that's close, isn't it? Yeah, I mean doing the math in my head real quick, I'm going to tell you the smart play would be to take the field.
I actually had a loophole. If you put a certain amount of money on the field and then you took Gonzaga and Baylor to win it, there was actually a loophole where you could win a free $1,300 on Baylor per $1,000.
Yeah, it seems like maybe if you got it toward the end of the tournament too, you could start figuring out a way to hedge back the other way. You know, if one of them did make it.
Who's got 550 on Gonzaga? When'd you get that?
I got it early, long time ago. And now it's probably plus 250 or plus 275.
200 plus 200.
Yeah, 200. You got to get stuff early, man. That's how I roll. I get shit early.
All right.
You get the best lines, man. What we use, Bovada?
I
tell
told
you,
you guys, I'm on Bovada. That's where I'm at.
they're
I
good
use
for
Bovada,
underdogs.
And if you don't have
Back
Bovada,
when they were Bodog, if you
love
wanted to bet
Bovada.
the underdog, you got good
Listen, bro.
lines. Otherwise, they would just fudge numbers.
Hey, tell him Pete's best bet: Blackhawks over 3.5 tonight, minus 350.
no, it's over 5.5. 5.5.
He'll.
I know.
We're busting my balls. I wasn't
Hey,
going to
man,
bet.
I'm just giving you a hard time. We love you, Pete. I want you to win, man.
Hey, Pete, you got to do getting that
Remember
extra.
when you left about Hill the other night in the whole video for the Cavs? +7 and cash that +250.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on yesterday. You called that shit. I want to give you
That
props.
was a good one.
And I called last night Atlanta Hawks money line. Yes.
Hey Pete, I'm not knocking you, dude. Get that
I know.
extra security. Get that
Eddie J,
security
the thing is,
anytime you-
bro, hear me out. When you got 100+ followers and they're all putting their money down, I try to protect people's money and play it
Yeah.
safe. That's all it is,
No,
brother.
I'm just fucking with you, dude. Don't take
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying?
Man, dude, anytime you can buy a point or get the best line, it's worth a little extra juice, in my opinion. Don't worry
And the
about it.
reason why I bought it from the 5.5 tonight, like on the under 6, is because what if it ends at 6? Give me my money back. I'll take my bet to the next bet. I'm
Hey, you're
playing it
right.
safe.
I bought Iowa half a point to +6, 120 to win 100. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, I understand. I understand, buddy.
All right, guys, we got our tickets in.
Yeah, I gotta go, man. We ready? Can we get out of here?
Yeah, games are starting.
We're done. I think
We're
we're
good.
done here. Appreciate
All right,
you
guys.
guys joining today.
Good luck tonight. Talk to you
Good
tomorrow.
luck. We'll catch you guys tomorrow on Better Sin Alive.
Good night.